Hi there, today we are creating video on object lifecycle provided by .NET Core framework. So there are actually three different life cycles provided by .NET Core framework, that is scope, singleton and transient. So scope means in the same HTTP request, nothing but the scope, object would be same. Means for one HTTP request it will create a new object and it will provide the same object every time it is requested within the same HTTP request. But for the different HTTP request, that is the scope, it will again create the new one and provide when it is requested. Singleton. Singleton means it will create the object whenever it is requested for the first time, and then it will provide the same object whenever it is requested, no matter if it is the same HTTP request or the different one. Transient means it will always create the new instance every time it is requested, even if it is the same HTTP request or the different one. Now here in this diagram it will be more clear. We have shown here two HTTP requests, HTTP 1 and HTTP 2, and here is scope 1 denotes it service is requested for the first time. Here service is requested for the second time. Same for the transient 1 and transient 2 in the same HTTP scope. Transient service is requested twice, and same for the singleton. So if we will see, when the scope service is requested for the first time, it created the new and gave the scope one object. But when it is requested for the second time, it again gave the same object, as it is the same HTTP request. For the transient one, the first time it is requested, it created the T1 and provided the object, but for the second request, it again created the new one. For the singleton, it created the new one when it requested for the first time, that is the single one, but when it requested for the second time, it again provided the same existing object in the DI container, that is single one. Now we are moving ahead to the HTTP2. So here in HTTP2, it created this new object for the scope service, that is scope 2, and provided the same scope 2 object when it asked for the second time. So for the different HTTP request, it created the new one, but within the same scope, it is providing the same object. About the transient, it created the new object T3, and when again it is requested in this HTTP2 scope, again it created the new one. So every time the transient object is requested, it will create the new one and provide. So singleton is created only once and provided the same object for all scopes. I hope this explanation was clear. We will see demo for the same in the next video. Please subscribe my channel if you like my content. Thank you.